Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite Battle Royale video. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to get this new free umbrella slash glider, which is called the Snowfall, and it basically is a really awesome glider in this game. It looks kind of like a snowman and it's super duper dope. I also kind of like the umbrellas because they don't usually make as much they definitely don't make as much noise as the traditional gliders. Well, not really traditional gliders, but the extreme ones you get from the item shop nowadays and stuff like that. And they're a little bit harder to spot, but this one is a very cool one and fits awesomely with the theme of this season. So we're going to talk about how to get this in this game. If you guys could smack a like on this video, this is the 4th video I've already uploaded on this new patch, and it's only been out for a couple hours now, so I've been grinding, and I know you guys are, watching a lot of my vids and stuff, and I really do appreciate it. So drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new, would be much appreciated on that grind. And yeah, so how you unlock this Snowfall glider is pretty simple. All you have to do is win a game mode of a traditional game mode. So you cannot win a team rumble. I tested that out. You basically, I think it's between solos, duos, and squads, your 3 traditional game modes. And as of right now, it's only for people that get a win in this season. So as of right now, when the seasons just came out a couple hours ago, it is a pretty rare glider, and I was actually able to unlock it in my first solo match, which I'll show you guys here and talk about how to unlock it. So right now it's pretty rare when I'm making this video, but of course in a couple months this will not be a very rare glider at all, because all you have to do is basically get a win. Now, when people want to unlock this fast, right? So what I did is I did my best strategy to get a win, and this is where you sort of have to be honest with yourself. So my best strategy is I went into a solo match and I kind of played it like it was a competitive scrim for the first little bit, and I was sort of waiting till the end game, and then I realized, first of all, it's super easy to shoot people off of those zip lines. Amazingly easy. I never thought it would be that easy. So those things are kind of awesome in the game now, because if people take the bait and take them, you can punish them. Of course they can shoot back, but it's a lot easier to hit them than it is for them to hit you, at least from my experiences so far. I'm not sure if the people I played were just bad or whatever, but anyway, yeah, so I went into a solo. This was my first solo of this season, and basically this is what I was doing, was playing it smart and playing for that late game. But when I realized everyone was just sort of messing around, and the thing is, as of right now, a lot of people are just messing around in the solo game mode, because it's brand new. People are going to test out these planes. People are going to land in the snow biome area of that bottom left side of the map by Greasy Grove and stuff. So what I recommend doing is land on the opposite side. If you're doing this in solos, if you're a good player, you can probably get this done in solos in one match like I did it, or maybe in a couple of matches to get that first solo win. However, if you're not that great of a player, you got to go to your mindset of what would you do to get the most amount of wins. Now it's either solos, duos, or squads. So if you have one really good buddy, maybe duos, and maybe they can help you carry, you contribute and they contribute, could be the key to the first win. Or maybe squads, if you guys have a really, like, if you have a good group of 4 people at your school or something that are good, squads is probably the easiest way to get this done. But either way, once you get that solo win, you will be able to secure it. So you can see here, this was my first solo, and a lot of it is shooting people out of the air. And by the way, the weapon skins in the game, as you guys can see, I have that onesie weapon skin on my AR, and I like the weapon skins in this game because they're sort of subtle, but like they don't stand out too much, they don't bug you too much, but you can notice them when you look for them, and I think they definitely are very dope. I wish, one thing about the weapon skins though, is that I wish they were more customizable, for the fact that maybe my gray AR could have a different skin than my Scar or something like that. I think maybe that will come in the future. Who knows what they're going to do, but this was how I was able to get the solo win. So once I realized it was a 1v1, of course right here all I was going to do was I'm going to rotate to the zone, and I'm not going to lose this no matter what, because I want to get this first solo win and unlock this Snowfall umbrella. And the thing is, like I said, if you play right now, a lot of people are messing around, and if you land at like Retail Row, Pleasant Park, anywhere on the opposite side of that snow biome, even if it lets you go there, the zone goes to the snow biome, I really think you can rotate fairly easily to there simply by using zip lines or different strategies in the game. So once I got here, I do my regular strategy for winning late game. You got to secure the win, right? Especially when this umbrella's on the line. So I basically get into position. I realize I'm in the zone. I have 12 rockets. I just start spamming the rockets here, hoping that it knocks this guy down. I'm not too concerned. One thing you can see when I'm shooting them is sometimes I'm just peeking for a second. Sometimes I'm jumping when I'm shooting them, just to make sure he doesn't have an opportunity to get a shot in on me. Of course, when he's jumping up and down, there's not too much to worry about there. But basically, in a normal game, this wasn't anything special. This was like a 6-kill win. I would probably just push this guy because it didn't matter, but I really wanted to get this on my first attempt too for the video, which would be really cool. So eventually I wait this guy out, and this is one of those situations where when you have the zone advantage, you got to make the most of it. And I realize this guy's an RPG, but I'm not too concerned with that either, because I have an RPG and I have quite a bit of materials. So all I'm doing here is I'm making sure that I don't want to go out too far, because I want to stand on top of this building. So if he does knock me down with that RPG, I don't die from fall damage. I just fall onto the building. And then eventually I get him weak, I push him, and then the game is finished off there, and I'm able to get the victory royale here in a second. But yeah, tips for getting the win this season is you really have to, if you want a chance at a solo win, and if you're a strong player, like a 1.5, 2 KD player or something, like at least like that, I think you can get this done in solos fairly well. Even if you're just, you know, an average player, if you sort of play it defensive, and I guess you could say turtle up, or play it like it's a competitive scrim in a solo, you can probably get this done fairly easily at the start, because there is some people going for, there is a couple people going for this, but most of the people don't even know this challenge exists, or if they, you know, they just win the game and then it pops up, or most of the casual players, or other people are messing around with planes, with the snow biome. There's just so much new stuff, and it's like this every single season, that's super duper easy. So once I eventually get the win right here, the servers are kind of laggy too. Has anyone else on console or maybe on PC or anything, have you guys been experiencing lag on the servers? Let me know in the comments if you have. So I win this victory royale. Always hit the emote. You got to hit that emote, and then you'll see here when I back out of the game in a second basically what happens and how you're granted that full glider. I just want to see my weapon stats here. 6 kills. It doesn't matter how many kills you get. It doesn't matter if you get 0 kills. It doesn't matter if everyone dies to fall damage. You just have to secure that victory royale, and it has to be in one of those traditional game modes. And then this screen will pop up right when you're done the match. Pretty self-explanatory. This is like the victory umbrella like we've had from, I think you get when you get your first ever win, and we've had one in previous seasons as well. But I think this one is probably one of the most dopest or most cool victory gliders, because it fits with the season with Snowfall, of course, and it's just awesome. Who doesn't want this one? This is one that I think everyone is going to want and is going to get, and it's definitely worth getting. So overall, for the last couple minutes of this video, I just want to talk about overall this patch update. What do I think? So far, I mean, my biggest thing is probably the planes. I don't think the planes are overpowered or anything, not from my experience so far. I don't know, maybe they are, but they are definitely annoying, and just worrying about planes on top of you, and third partying becomes another level when someone's driving their plane into your builds, or maybe they're taking the plane and shooting you down from the sky or something. It's really ridiculous, and I think that air pilot vehicle is something that it's just going to be an annoyance in the game, kind of like the quad crusher. Sure, it's going to be fun for squads for sure, and for clips, and that's what they put it in for, which is very, very smart. I'm not against it, but it's definitely, I think that certain things, I'm more of a solo player myself. Certain things just don't work in solos. The turret is just ridiculous in solos. Even like quad crushers and stuff. I mean, those could stay in solos, but certain things are, you know, made for more of a squad experience, and that's probably the only thing that I'm not too sure about. The snow area, I explored it in Playground with my buddies. Seems pretty dope. They kind of ruined Greasy Grove, so Greasy Grove is one of the original places on this game, so throwback there. I remember Greasy Grove was like one of the first places I ever landed, like a year ago or something, and that is now gone. You can still get into like the sporting goods and some of the other places by pickaxing that, but you can usually only loot like half the buildings or just the attic sometimes. But I think the new snow area definitely is very, very cool, and I'm not too concerned with that. The skins overall, the battle pass, I think it's worth it. I think the battle passes just keep getting better, and yeah, overall, nothing but really positive stuff about this update. In my opinion, honestly, it was better than I expected. I didn't think it would be this hype, but I think Fortnite realizes, you know, they have other games to compete with around this holiday season, and this is the time where, you know, they want to cash in, and they want to, I'm surprised they didn't enable gifting with this patch update, but I think it probably will come within the next couple of updates. That's just my guess. Of course, who knows, maybe they won't add gifting, but you think they want to add money, or, you know, make money. But definitely, I think that overall, the update is positive. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. The airplane is one thing I'm like, I don't really know about. The zip lines being everywhere on the map, that was another thing I was kind of worried about when I was just checking the map out in Playground with my buddies. But after playing it, those zip lines seem fair. I mean, you can take them at your own risk. There are some tips and tricks for them, how you can sort of like take the zip line and jump in the air to dodge shots, sort of like when you're running through an open field and jumping to dodge sniper shots, or you can actually, you know, shoot back on the zip line or jump up and change directions. So there's definitely a lot of stuff with the map. I think that castle area by the snow doesn't look like it's too poppin' with loot. And there's also these red bases all around, which I'm not sure if those are pilot bases, if those are something to do with the zip line, something to do with the AIM skin. But those red bases all around usually have 2 to 3 chests in them, and they usually buy quite a few zip lines for easy access or easy getaways. So those are definitely cool. I think that like I said, every time a new update comes out for Fortnite, a new season update, it's like a whole new game. And, you know, gameplay hasn't changed too much, but it has changed, especially with the way people are going to play for this first probably couple of days to a week, or maybe even 2 weeks, depending on how poppin' the snow area is. This is a huge area of the map. They extended the map about 10% as well to add it. And yeah, check out my other videos. Uploaded the Battle Pass, uploaded the patch notes, uploaded one of the harder challenge videos to dance in front of forbidden locations. And yeah, more videos to come, guys. Drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. That's how you get the umbrella, get that Victory Royale. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I'm out. Peace.